Again, market sentiment on Forex depends on the events beyond the economic calendar. Traders are worried about the fallout from the fast-spreading coronavirus on the global economy. So they rush shifting focus away from the economic calendar, though it lacked important data in the first half of the week. The policy meeting of the Fed Reserve was the only event to take center stage. However, the second half of the week is different. The policy meeting of the Bank of England is on investors' radars. In his recent remarks, Governor McCartney stated that in case the domestic economy fails to gain momentum, the central bank would be ready to review the ongoing monetary policy and lower the key interest rate. Nevertheless, lately the regulator upgraded economic forecasts and encouraged traders and increased the odds that interest rates would remain unchanged. Such outcome will push to the pound sterling. The Monetary Policy Committee will unveil their decision on Thursday. Traders will be most interested to find out how exactly the officials vote on the bank rate. If three of them advocates for a rate cut, traders will prefer to open short positions on the sterling. Besides, the British pound could come under stronger pressure ahead of a report on the US economic growth for the fourth quarter. In the first estimate, analysts expect the US economy to grow at the same quarterly rate of 2.1%, thus providing sustainable momentum. If the flash estimate matches expectations, the US dollar will advance across the board. On Friday, the Eurostat is due to report GDP growth for the countries in the euro area. Investors are braced for downbeat data. Analysts reckon the Eurozone's economy slowed down to 1.1% on a yearly basis. That is viewed as a headwind in the context of the ECB strategies review announced by Christine Lagarde, so the euro-dollar pair is likely to decline. Apart from a series of GDP data, the economic calendar reminds traders of preliminary data on consumer inflation for the Eurozone, which is crucial information for the ECB and traders speculating on the euro. According to flash estimates, analysts expect an uptick in a consumer price index in January. Nevertheless, headline inflation remains way below the target level of almost 2% in annual terms. That's why a minor inflation gain will hardly help the euro to recover losses against the US dollar. In addition to the above set events, it would be a good idea to take notice of other meaningful data. On Thursday, traders will find out what's going on Germany's and the Eurozone's labor markets. Besides, Germany is due to report on its consumer inflation. On Friday, market participants will get to know metrics on Japan's and China's manufacturing sectors, a consumer confidence indicator for the UK and the United States, as well as Canada gross domestic product. You were watching Forex Trader Calendar on InstaForex TV channel with me, Kate Tikhina. We wish you profitable deals.